Now today is the day that I'm going to put my winter veg in, and I've also going to take my onions out today. I've seen this hack from another allotmenter. They said if you get tie it, of course, the legs, put an onion in. I think you can do this with garlic as well, I'm not too sure though. Put an onion in, tie it again so the onions aren't touching. Put another onion, tie it again, another onion, so and so. So, but first you got to let them dry out. So once I've got them dried out and I've got some tights from who knows where, I think I might try that, you know. Right now, so these onions, I have no clue how big they're going to be. If they're going to be squishy, get some squishy ones sometimes. So what I'm just putting in here, this is a nutrient feed which I made myself a couple of weeks ago. So a couple of weeks ago, probably about 6 weeks ago now, just forgot about it behind my shed. It was that nettle feed. Now with these onions here, what you're going to do with them is just sort of brush off any sort of dirt or anything off of them before you start putting them into storage or anything. Now you've got to leave them to dry out, which could take anywhere from a week to 2 weeks. So I'm going to put mine here because I don't really use this space. Sort of brush off any dirt, don't sort of take any skin off, but if it comes off, it comes off. Now before you put it on, you want to make sure sort of the neck sort of right there is hard and that is solid. If that's squishy, that could sort of infect the onions. Out of all these onions, only one of them had that sort of swishiness, so it's sort of very soft and you can sort of pinch it easily. Right, what I've brought from the garden centre today, I've got some kohlrabi here. The variety is Kohlrabi F1. I'll show it on the screen so I can remember. Put that down there. Oh, I've got some Webb's Wonderful Lettuce here. Nice. What I've noticed, this is £20 worth of seeds. 7 packets of seeds are so expensive. Cabbage, I've been told you can directly sow this until July, so we'll see if I get anything from that. Some radishes, French breakfast free. And the variety on this cabbage is cabbage F1 hybrid, so it's a hybrid variety. Carrot, now my parsnip beds, where I put some parsnips in, they did not grow, none of them grew. So I'm going to put some parsnips in one bed and then some carrots on the other bed. And the carrot variety is early Nate 2. And then parsnip is a white gem. White gems are quite good to these. Right, so I think what I'm going to put in that bed, possibly the lettuces, which will be good. Yeah, we'll put them in now. Woo! That almost was a blooper there. Ah! Right, so these onions, the shed is already starting to smell of onions. But one thing I am going to do next is get my turnips in. Never actually ever had turnips, but I saw them and thought, should I try them, should I or should I not? So I done it, I brought them, I'm going in, I'll go whack them in. So let's see how they are. I don't know, what do they even look like? I think they're like small little kohlrabis, aren't they? Don't know, I've got some kohlrabis as well which I'm going to put in. But yeah, it's all just for fun and stuff, isn't it? Which is all good, so let's get on with that. Right, now this is my brassica bread. And there's a few things in here, so I've got to get my gloves on. I think a few things have been nibbled in here. I got a cabbage white butterfly out of here yesterday, so I don't know. So I'll give a little nose around on every plant to see how they are. Yeah. Come look at this. So if you come look in here, you can see, I don't know if they're eggs on there, but definitely some sort of things in there. Definitely tells these broccolis have been nibbled at. So yeah, there's a bunch of things that's got in there. There's definitely loads of slugs in here. So let's have a little nosy around and see what I can get. Right, so I think that might be me done for the day. I'll probably come back down later, but I've got me sort of stuff in, so it's great for the sort of Christmas and autumn veg. It's great, isn't it? Because you get to July and you think, I'm done, I'll wait for it all to ripen and I've done my year. But no, you've not done your year. If you want to do your year, you've done your year, but of course I'll always keep going. You try to grow as much veg as you can as possible, isn't it? That's why I like the autumn and sort of winter Christmas veg, because yeah, once sort of you've like done everything and you're not going to put stuff in the autumn winter, you still got a bunch of jobs to do. That's why I'm not taking down all my pea arch yet, because I want to save it for a nice autumn morning where it's quite chilly outside. I'll go outside, got my cup of tea, I start stripping down everything, get it all in that compost bin, and then I'll pop back home before I put the fire on and stuff. So I save all them sort of jobs of sort of taking out all the dead plants and things to the autumn, but it's completely up to you. You can do it, you know, when they've gone. Anyways, I'll stop nattering on. I'll see you tomorrow. See ya there. Right, basically I'm doing it again. I'm doing my shed once again. You've already seen me do it before, I don't want to bore you, so every now and again I'll check back in with you to show you how much I've done and stuff, and then I'll show you the end product. But I should be in the garden doing stuff since I'm going away next week, which I'll be taking you with me. But anyways, I've got a countertop at home, like a used one, sort of black one, you know, them sort of ones, so that's going to go in, but probably not this week, probably when I get back from France fishing. Going France fishing for a week, which is very exciting, and I'm bringing you with me because I've got to do a video at least, don't I? Right, let me crack on with this and then maybe I'll do some gardening jobs today. Well, if I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna say I'm about half hour, 45 minutes in, and I've done that. I'm pretty proud of myself. It's pretty sturdy. I thought if I take my time, I like it more, it'll be better, it'll last longer. Proper sturdy. That won't be going nowhere. So yes, lovely jubbly. Now, if I've got to admit, the shed's done, it's been about 5 days to fully complete it, and I'm ready to show you, and I really like it. I've got tons and tons of space, so let me show you. Look at it. Isn't it amazing? See, the thing is, what I've done, because I've seen other people do things, and of course other sheds, they have their door there. So I saw Joe Mills digging for dinner. He had a shed he done it all out of reclaimed pallet wood, and he done the exact same layout, and I was just going to do that bench at the back, but now I saw him, he gave me a bit of inspiration to do it, because he had his door there, which there would be a door there, because my door's 700mm, so I put 700mm there as if there was a door, and I've got a bench. Tons of space, tons of room. I've got my little tool wall, which is what I'd call it. And then if I come around here, I've got my bush pump up there with the wires trailing around, because if I'm going to be honest, it does take up a bit of space. I've got my home sweet home sign and my keys for spare keys. My hose there. And this little board, I did have a sort of a big one of this sort of countertop that I was going to use for all of this, but I didn't have enough. I didn't want it to all be different levels, so when I eventually get solar panels, this is what I've been looking about. I've been looking for solar panels for about 3, 4, 5 months. Like what's affordable and, you know, what's the best options. But when I get in, this is where all my wiring would go. And there's always space on the floor for, well, do you want to do a bit of dancing? Go on, you do you. So what will I be doing today? Well, I haven't told you yet, but in 3 days, number 3, I'm off to France. We're going fishing for a week, which is exciting. Getting the Eurotunnel there, and I will be filming for that week, because next week you're getting sort of a travelling vlog, because I'm not going to be down here to film a video, and I want you to have a video, so you're going to get one of me in France for a week. Then the week after, I'm going to Yorkshire, but I think I'm going to try to film a video so you don't go 2 weeks without a video. So today, it is full on weeding, watering, not watering, it's raining, weeding, picking, taking stuff out, sorting things out, we got stringing things up, tidying things. It's a lot, but an honour to go away for 2 weeks. You got to do this. So what I'm going to try to do today, try to do most of it, try to get all of the weeding and stuff done, all of that very boring jobs. Of course, having my tea breaks as well. So shall we start off with this first bed down here? Will you be joining me this year for my pumpkin competition? Now I'm running a little pumpkin competition this year. It can be any variety at all. So if you are, comment down below, comment the variety, comment how big they are. And if you even want to DM me on Instagram, send me a picture of how big they are. I always respond to you. So yeah, the pumpkin competition, about the end of August, October, I'm going to be looking at the pumpkins, seeing who's got the biggest, and you'll probably have a little prize for me, which I'll send off to you. But yeah, that's this bed done, and it's a lot of weeds that have just came out of this one bed. So let's carry on. Right, so these lettuces here, it's a bit obvious that I have left these to bolt for way too long. So what I'm going to do is take them out, but not too bad, because earlier in this video I planted some other ones, didn't I? So I'm going to just put them on their side, chop their roots off, because they'll just go back into the soil. And that's that. I've left them to bolt way too long. And I don't want their flowers and their seeds to start going everywhere. But yeah, just like that, it's all done and complete. Right, I think I might have to move on to the carrot beds. Right, now that is the allotment done, complete. I've watered the carrots, lots of weeding. That ton bag is now full of weeds, so hopefully I'll come back and someone sorted that out. It's all burnt or composted. Fingers crossed. Everything's been weeded, greenhouse has been tidied a bit, watered I'd say, not tidied. But I just need to make sure someone's watering it for me. But so there'll be someone down here that will be alright to do that. But anyways, next time you'll see me, next video, it will be about 2:30 in the morning. I was going to say completely dark, but it won't be, will it, because it's summer. And we'll be on our way to Dover to get the Eurotunnel train. Then we'll be to France. So the lake we'll be fishing out is about 5 hours from Calais. So yeah, we've got a bit of a road trip. But anyways, I shall see you then. It's starting to rain, so I'll see you then. Bye bye. See you next week.